Hi, my name is Rebecca Trimble, and I'm going to show you a little class demonstration on a class that I will be teaching in Alberta, Canada. It's for the Paint in Alberta Creative Arts Convention, which is September 13th to the 16th. This class is entitled 3 Balloons. It's a 4-hour acrylic class painted on an 8x10 canvas, and it is being taught Thursday from 6 to 10 at night, and that's class number 110. So I will do a few very quickly little demonstrations on what we might be going over in the class. We will, of course, I'll teach you how to get the background going on. And then I'm going to demo a few of the foliage that we'll be learning. For one, I will do these over here, those trees. So I'm going to get a deerfoot brush. And I'm going to load it in a dark green color. And I am just going to tap on the shape of my tree. Where am I going to put my chocolate one? Right here. So just tap on the shape of the tree. And I'm doing this upside down, so it might get kind of crooked and stuff, but I'll try to keep it straight. Okay, so that's the deerfoot brush. And then for this larger tree up here with the airy foliage, I use a sponge, just a sea sponge, a regular small sea sponge. I get it damp and I wring out the water. It's still wet, but it's not dripping. And I'm going to take it into a light green. I start with light green this time. I just dip it in the green color, swirl it on my palette, tap it up, and then I make the shape that I want, because I want to make it a little bit smaller. I'm doing a small one right here. And I'm just going to tap on this foliage. And the wetter your sponge is, the more airy the foliage will look. Probably can't see that too well yet. You can see a little bit of it. We go lighter to darker on this. Let that dry. Let that dry a bit. And then we'll go back and work wet and wet. So let me show you that other one. That long leafy one. I'm just grabbing a liner brush. I'm grabbing a 0 because that's what I have here. But I would recommend a 1 or 2. And again, I'm just taking a darker green. I'll put one right here. I'm just using the width of my brush. So I start down pressure and then I lift up to make the points. And go down and then make the little leaves. Just like that. Looks like a whale's tail right about now. Okay, I'm going to go back to this. So this one right here again. Got my deer foot again. Getting all the water out of it. Reloading it in the same dark green. And I'm just re-wetting. Because we're going to work wet and wet now. So I just want to re-wet it with the same dark color before. And then I take my brush. Sorry. And I'm going to load it in some lighter green. And tap it on. I didn't wash my brush. I didn't rinse it. I didn't wipe it. I just went straight into loading it. And we start highlighting the tops and sides with this lighter color. And I'll get some more lighter in my brush again. Again, still dirty brush. I'm kind of making this spiral shape. There's that. Go into my sea sponge. Okay, because we're going to take our sponge in the medium green and just swirl it and pounce it. And then we'll add the next coat. And just tap it lightly in there. You don't want to cover up the first color you have. You want to have all the colors showing. And there's that. Let that dry for a minute. And while that dries, I'm going to get my deer foot again. I'm going to add a little more highlight with that lighter green. So I'm just loading the toe end of the brush, which is the longer end of the bristles on this deer foot brush. And I'm just tapping on. I'm not doing a lot of pressure. I'm just lightly tapping some lighter highlights. trying to get this look like one of those spiral trees. I'll get my liner brush. I'm going back into my lighter green again with my liner brush. And you can highlight some of these leafy trees too by just going right over them. So some will be lighter and some will be darker. And then the last coat on this spongy, airy foliage tree. Again, sponge it, wring it out, dip it in my dark green, work it in. And then just very lightly add a few of these colors. Don't, like I said, don't cover the whole thing up. Just want to add a little bit. So there you can see that. Right there. Okay, so I hope to see you in Alberta. And if you can't stop by and take my class, see me at the booth, and I'll see you soon. Thanks.